Remember 3 days ago, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia and Turkey signed a trilateral defense pact with a lot of fanfare. However, cracks within that crucial alliance have surfaced just within about 24 hours. Even as the Iran-backed Houthis launched that attack on Saudi Arabia, Pakistan stayed away from the battlefield. In fact, Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir's choice is quite clear. It's also glaring at this point, considering the most important aspect of this deal. According to the agreement, any armed attack against any one of these three countries will be regarded as an attack against them all. Now, it's worth noting that despite that similar clause being present in the Pakistan-Saudi Defense Pact signed in September last year, Munir's forces did not join hostilities against Iran. And this says a lot. Remember, the Houthis, which declared a maritime blockade of Saudi Arabia, did not hold back. Over the weekend itself, the group struck a facility operated by Saudi Arabia's state-owned oil firm in retaliation for the alleged incursions by drones into northwest Yemen. And this facility reportedly processes 400,000 barrels of crude oil per day. 400,000 barrels. On its part, Riyadh clarified that a fire which broke out at this facility was extinguished and no injuries were reported. That's not all. Houthis also attacked Yemen's port city of Mecca. Now, take a look at these visuals. The Houthis claim to have launched a barrage of ballistic missiles and drones towards alleged Saudi troops and weapon depots in Mecca as part of that large-scale operation. Thick plumes of black smoke billowed. Loud explosions rang out as the Houthis launched the attack. According to Yemen's military, at least 11 people, including 8 military personnel and 3 civilians, were killed in the first wave of attacks, whereas 32 others were injured. As per the military, its air defenses intercepted and shot down 11 Houthi drones. Now, even Turkey, in fact, has remained silent, while the Turkish foreign minister affirmed that the Mecca pact has a NATO-like Article 5, similar to the NATO Article 5 collective defense clause. He told the media as well that the agreement does not target any country, amid speculation of whether it will rush to Saudi Arabia's aid in the conflict. Pakistan also issued a clarification. Its Deputy PM and Foreign Minister said, I'm quoting, "I wish to reiterate that the Mecca Accord is defensive in nature. It's not directed against any country." He also added that its purpose is to strengthen collective deterrence against external aggression. Interestingly, Iran also made it clear it's not worried by the Mecca pact, taking a dig at the US, it seemed. It reasoned that this agreement showed that countries are relying more on their own capabilities rather than those of outside powers. Listen to this.
Since we have deep religious, historical and civilizational ties with the two neighboring countries of Turkey and Pakistan, as well as Saudi Arabia, there is no reason to worry that this treaty will be against Iran.
Let's also decode for you why Pakistan is running away from joining forces with Saudi Arabia, it seems. Even after the intense strikes by the US and Israel, Iran maintains a strong military and arsenal of weapons that can cause significant damage to Pakistan. The answer also is in Balochistan's strategic location. It shares a 900-kilometer-long border with Iran, remember, which is not easy to manage at all, considering that Balochistan has been on the boil. And even as Pakistan continues to jail human rights activists like Mehrang Baloch, the unrest on the ground cannot be understated. In the month of July itself, the Pakistani military revealed at least 42 people, most of whom were security personnel, were killed in 3 attacks by the Baloch insurgents. In subsequent operations, Pakistani forces claimed to have killed at least 129 militants. The Baloch Liberation Army has also intensified its operations, by the way. In July, gunmen killed 9 police officers in an attack on a checkpost. This was at the dam project in Balochistan. And that's not all. In May, over 30 people were killed after a suicide bomber rammed an explosive-laden car into a train in Quetta, which was carrying Pakistani security personnel and their families. Let's also talk about the situation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. It remains volatile, to say the least. Amid Asim Muni's brutal crackdown on civilians and supporters of the Joint Awami Action Committee, third round of the so-called assembly elections in POK were held only in 4 constituencies, whereas polling was indefinitely postponed in 7 other seats. And as Pakistan's turmoil intensifies and the crises continue, a key question is there. Is it even in a viable position to fulfill the commitments of the Mecca pact, given what's happening? And if that is the case, it's clear that the agreement was more of symbolism than actual substance.